Well, hello there, all crafting friends out there. My name is Karina, and you're welcome to my new series. It's called One Project a Week, and this series is about forcing me to do and film. That's the major force, to film a project a week for you on YouTube to get my channel more. Well, my channel is very resting at the moment, so I want the channel to be more living and doing more videos and expand my ability to speak in English and making myself better at doing videos and more comfortable in front of the camera and all those sorts of things. So I'm thinking one project a week. It can be craft projects, it can be other craft projects, but one project a week. So I'm hoping that's going to happen. It's my goal for this coming year, this year of 2022. So it's chilly outside at the moment. The snow is not falling, but it's very white and snowy outside. But in here it's warm and cozy. And today I'm thinking about doing some cards. I like to have a stash of cards in my drawer to just take out when a birthday is coming up or a celebration of other sorts is happening. And it's so nice to have a card ready. Well, I'm just going to put some things together and then I'm going to come back to you. And when we are going to start crafting together, or at least I'm going to craft and you can follow along, or maybe you're also inspired. See you soon. Well, hello there everyone. Now I'm back and I've been preparing some things. I have these white card bases, just double like this, and I have these craft card bases, some of them. And then I've been doing some stamping and coloring with my alcohol Spectrum Noir markers. Just some little critters and mermaids and so on. And I'm thinking of using these in some other cards. And I've just been preparing them. Then I have some card, just some regular paper. I'm thinking about doing a trifold card of these. Because they are white on the outside. And then I have my big stash of all kinds of paper that I love. It's Maya Design, and it's Tim Holtz, and it's Scrapberries, and it's from Stamperia, and so on. I'm a huge vintage nerd and I love all things vintage. So I have this is Tilda from Panduro, and as you can see. So I'm thinking I want to use this. It's just going to leave a little dent in my big paper stash, and I have of course more paper just to make my life easy. I'm already prepared, and as you can see now, use some sentiments. I of course have stamps and so on, but just to make my life easy, I printed this out on my laser printer, and it's in Swedish, so it's hugs and congratulations and warm congratulations and hip hip hooray, and yeah, and so on, in different styles. So it's fast and easy for me to use. I have this prepared already. So let's start, shall we? So now it's time for the thing I read the most in voiceover to do in a video. So I'm starting with my trifold card, and I'm going to do 5 cards today, so it's going to move pretty fast, and I need to cut out quite a bit because I don't want you to have to watch a 3-hour long video. So with the trifold card, I was thinking a little bit of a sea theme with a mermaid, and I found this blue card that's not a sea card, a cardstock at all, but I was thinking about the sea when I saw it, and I thought the colors were matching so good with the mermaid. I made a circle in the card to put the mermaid in, to make a little window for her, and I was trying out which of the mermaids I was liking in the card, and then I thought I would use the paper that's inside the card at the back of the mermaid in the circle. Yeah, I'm going to put a lot of double-sided tape on most things in this video, so I've been cutting quite hard on those parts, so you don't have to watch me put double-sided tape on everything all the time. I was thinking something was like missing, so I took my pen and made this what's it called, stitching marks around the card. I love using stitching mark as a bit of a border, so something more was happening, not too much, but just something. I used a pen with a very thin top on it, so it was not so black colors. And more double-sided tape to put it on the cardstock to make my card. And then I choose a sentiment. I took the hip hip hooray, and then I'm going to split it in two and put it at the card. And I made these little wings on it at the end, so it looks more like a banner. Is it called? I think so. I think the banner is the right word. And then I'll just glue it on the card. Hip hip hooray! And then in the first flap I needed something, so I took a piece of cardstock that was left when I made the front bit. I don't like waste, so I like using what's left. And more of the stitching, and also some cross stitching. And this little turtle that's so cute gets to swim along in the card when you open it up. So that's the first card, all done. But I was thinking that something was missing, so I took some gems and took some glue and glued them on. And you will see I'm making a bit of a mess, so I need to take my tweezer because my thumbs are too big. You can see me struggling a bit here. So I take my tweezer and makes the job much more easier. And I'm putting 6 gems on, and then I'm taking some Nova drops, clear Nova drops, to get something more to pop, like bubbles or something. And I'm going to hit the card in the table, so the Nova drops is just flattening out a bit, and no tops on it or peaks. I don't want peaks on it. Well, over to the next card. Here it goes fast. I love these cute ladies, and I love using them, and I'm a bit hesitant to use them as much because I think they are so gorgeous, but I decided to use them anyway. And now I'm distressing the sides on the paper, and then I take a page from a book to put in the background on the card. I love using old books, and this is an English book with the paper that you can see I have some years on it. And instead of using the scissors, I want to make the edges more rough, but because the paper is so thin, I'm just using my knife to take it apart. And at the bottom I can just you see, tear it, it's called, tearing the paper away so the edges are not so clean. And I want to make the paper look just a bit more distressed, and I love using distress ink, so I make the sides brown, distressing the pages, and also doing it at the cards as well. And then it's time for more double-sided tape on the back. And I don't know about you, but I've been had some time off from work now over the holidays, and tomorrow it's my first time back to work in a couple of weeks, so well, it's time, I guess. But it's been so nice to have some time off and do some other things than just work. So I made the edges a bit brown, and now I have choose my sentiment. It's warm congratulations, and I take the double-sided tape a bit further in this time, because I like when the edges has some movement and not so flat against the background. And I'm doing the same thing in the little card as well, so the edges is more flexible or something. And then I'm taking some just use the scissors. It's not straight, but it's okay. Who cares? It's a handmade card. You don't need everything straight. It can be a little bit wonky. It's totally fine. And brown edges, and the same card the same cardstock that's on the card base, so it ties it together. And then I'm using some foam tape underneath to raise it up a bit and get some dimensions on the sentiment. Well, I'm using some Nova Drops again. I had them on the table, so why don't use them to get some more things happening in the card. And they are just clear, no sparkle or something, but when it's dry, it gets a bit of a dimension, and it's something that happens. And I totally miss the when I took when I was showing you the finished card. You couldn't see the whole card, but that's all right. Well, time for the next one, and I'm just using another paper pack, and I'm just taking a color that I think matches the picture well, and I always use a pen to mark. Do you do that? To mark the how big my card is going to be. And distressing the edges again a bit. And then taking a hole punch in the middle. And then I need something more. So I grab a piece of cardstock and just cut out some strips. But I think it will match. And of course, double-sided tape and distress ink. And then I will use the distress ink on the paper as well. Putting it on. And the next one as well. Yeah, I can tell you this thing has taken me the whole day to do. I started early this morning and then making the cards and trying to get my technology to work with me, and I've been at it a long time. But I'm hoping I'm just going to do the voiceover, and then I'm going to take my computer and post it. And I don't think I'm going to take some time to do a nice photo and so on, like thumbnail photo. I don't think I will. I don't think I have energy to do that. So as you can see, I took some twine to make it look like I used some twine to what's the word? First, yeah. Hey, you can see it. You understand without me saying what I'm doing. I think you can see what I mean. Hip hip hooray again. It's quite a good sentiment. You can use it if someone's celebrating another thing than just their birthday. Maybe if you got your driver's lessons or license or something. Not lessons, license, I meant. You can use hip hip hooray. So that's a good one. And I think the longer the video I sat editing the video, the more I was cutting, making it taking away more and more of the process, because I think it's very much repetitive for you to watch. Like 5 cards and just feels like I'm using double-sided tape again and again. So on to the next card. And I love these old papers from Tim Holtz, don't you? They are so great. And just cut out a piece to use. I'm using the brown cardstock as a base for this one. and I'm using the girls. And I saw then I put the cards together at the end. I saw I used the same lady on both the cards, but it's okay. I'm not going to give the cards to the same person, so it's okay. But I thought that was quite fun that I used the same girl. When I had quite a bit of other girls to choose from, I took the same one. But I wasn't aware of it at the time. I saw it afterwards. But it's a lovely lady. She's so serene and yeah, lovely. And as you can see, I used some washi tape to make something more happen in the background. Some inspiring words and some double-sided tape to raise her up a bit. And then I took a sentiment. It says happy birthday, like sorts congratulations, or perhaps not happy birthday, congratulations in Swedish. And I'm just going to stick it down there at the bottom of the card. And double-sided tape, put it on the card base. And I don't think I did something more, did I? No, I just really forgot to show you a close-up, but that's okay. Moving on to the last card. And now I'm using my critters again. These cute bears. Aren't they lovely? I think they are so lovely. And I'm making some more windows, but this time I'm doing 2 windows and just a white background. And I used the circle die again. I had it on my table. It was easy to use. When you try to make multiple cards, it's nice to use the same things over and over again, so you don't have to reach for too many things. And I raised them up a bit. I did that with the mermaid as well. So the top was raised up, and then I put it on the card. So they got some dimensions on them. It's not so flat, even if you can't see it at the video. They are raised up, but at the bottom they are not. And again I used the stitches and also around the circle, so it wasn't all white. And I used the stitches on the little banner as well, and some foam tape to raise the banner up. And then I use some foam tape on the balloons as well, so they got also some dimensions to them. And then I was thinking that it would be nice with even some more dimensions, so I took some glossy accents and just put it on the cake and on the balloons and on the noses and a little bit on the bow to make more dimensions and a bit of a glow. And that's, folks, are all the 5 cards are done now. Unfortunately, I didn't remember to take close-up photos, and I don't think I have the energy to do that now. I just want to put it out on YouTube and be done with it for this week. As I said, it's been a day's work, and I like to watch a movie tonight and relax a bit before it's time for work tomorrow. So, well, that's it for this time, and for week 1 in my Project Week series. And I'll see you next week for more videos and projects. Bye!